upper lake of Bhopal is a 1,000 years old lake. It was constructed by Raja Bhoj of Parmar dynasty. And see, the entire city of Bhopal developed around the lake for about 400 years ago. And we Bhopalis are culturally very close to the lake. And it is not only an ecological assets to the city, but it has some socio-cultural values also, economic importance also. Fishermen families are dependent on the lake for fishery resources. We people of Bhopal are dependent on the lake for drinking water, drinking purpose. And actually it is multi-purpose sort of water body. And multi-stakeholders are also involved with this lake. It is used for drinking purpose. It is used for fish culture also. About 500 odd families are depending on the lake for fishery resources. Trapa cultivation is there. Then it is a good habitat for some wildlife like aquatic birds, and about more than 25 species visit this lake every winter. Nowadays you can see some migratory birds on the lake. So it's a good wildlife habitat also. So overall it is a combination of various types of uses, and because it is multiple use water body, the stakeholders are also multiple. Like fishermen families are there, trapa cultivators are there, citizens are there using as a drinking water source. Then government bodies like municipal corporations supplying water from the water body. Then people are using water for irrigation in the nearby villages. Moreover, there is national park on the bank of the lake. So there are multiple stakeholders also. Although government has done a lot for the water body for this upper lake, and about 20 years ago it was declared as Ramsar site, and the twin lakes were named as Bhoj wetland. So now it is commonly known as Bhoj wetland on international platform. Yeah. And we also present, when we go to attend some conference or seminar, we also present this water body as Bhoj wetland. And what I feel is at international level people are interested to know more about this water body, because this is not only in Ramsar site, but it is a very old water body, about 1,000 years old water body. So what government is doing is okay, but the participation of community, particularly the community residing in the catchment area, that should also be taken into consideration. They should be involved, and there should be synergy between the upstream and downstream, because right now what we are feeling, that there is conflict between the stakeholders who are in the catchment area and those who are using the water body as drinking water source. So there should be synergistic approach between these two stakeholders. Wherever there is a large water body, it has some effect on the microclimate of the area. And as far as this water body is concerned, actually the city is very little part of the city is in the catchment area of this lake, and most of the catchment area is rural catchment area. Yeah. So what urban people, they are obviously affecting the lake, but more impact is coming from the rural catchment area. So that's it. That is the another aspect. But as far as development of city is concerned, since the whole city is not in the catchment area of the lake, some part of the city is in the catchment, and sewage and whatever solid waste is coming from that area, that is affecting the